I can't believe that it is now 1 year. I can't believe. Days run very fast. When I was young, I used to do different activities. And sometimes I could feel tired, like giving up. But whenever there was some people who were cheering me up, I could not give up. I continued. That is what people of OLPH has done to me this year. There has been a lot of challenges, but my brother priests have been cheering me up. Patrick. Parishioners have been saying, Patrick, and I continued. In today's gospel, Jesus promises to send the Holy Spirit. He says, I will not leave you alone or desolate. I will ask the Father, and he will give you another counselor to be with you forever. The counselor is the Holy Spirit, a gift from the Father and the Son to us, so that we are never alone. In this 1 year, I believe I haven't been alone. And Jesus continues to say, if you love me, you will keep my commandments. I think and I feel like I love Jesus. And that's why I decided to become a priest, because of him. I did not become a priest because of my parents, because of my friends, because of other priests, because of Jesus Christ. This is very clear that the reason why we follow the commandments of God is because we love him. It is a wrong thinking to say that we follow the commandments because we are afraid of hell. It is wrong motive to say that we go for mass because we are afraid to commit mortal sin. It is not good to say that we help the poor and the needy because we are expecting rewards from heaven. We follow the commandments. We do good things, and we want to be good because we love Jesus. Do you love Jesus above any other thing? Do you love Jesus beyond the normals? What are his commandments? There are only two, which is a summary of the 10 commandments given by God to Moses at Mount Sinai. Love your God and love your neighbor. Simple. When he says that we should keep his commandments, he's teaching us that love is not just a mere word, but action. Let us make love concrete and possible in our lives. And how? How to make his love concrete and possible? Erich Fromm, a psychologist, in his book entitled The Art of Loving, lists the following virtues of love, which I'm sure is the best way on how to make love concrete and possible. First, love must have discipline. Discipline means doing something hard because it is right. In most cases, we tend to avoid the difficult, to take the easy way out. We often not doing what is right because it involves sacrifice. But there can be no real love without sacrifice. Love is hard. To love Jesus is hard. Many people give up. For example, the love of a mother to her child is a classic example. The mother wakes up in the middle of the night to check on her child, change diaper, and sometimes spends sleepless nights when the child is sick. That is love. Second, love must have patience. Imagine my first year as a priest. I have been patient enough. I have been patient. I could not do any ministry here at LPH my first 2 weeks because my work permit had not yet been approved. I waited. I was patient because of the love. I have been patient with all of you, my brothers and sisters, because sometimes we try to step on each one's toe, but because of love, we continue. Imagine how my congregation at OLPH went down from 5,000 people to get stuck with only 4 people in the rectory. That is love. Love is not something that comes abruptly. We have to work at it and let it grow. A person who has patience knows how to wait. I have been waiting and I will continue being patient until my congregation becomes bigger again. I will continue being stuck with Father Bolan, Nick, and Father Jim. A person who has patience reacts not by shouting and angry, but by prudence. We have also to be patient with ourselves and with others, my dear brothers and sisters. Third, love must be reasonable. It must have an intellectual basis, not based purely on emotions or feelings. No. It is because feelings change. Someone once said, our head is at the top of our heart in order that our feelings must not dominate our reasoning. Just look at some people. Their lives become messy because sometimes they let their feelings and emotions govern their lives. If we act without thinking, we distort love. We distort the meaning of love. Fourth, love must have humility. The biggest obstacle to love is pride. It is very difficult to say, I am sorry. Let us remember that humility is the foundation of a real love. Fifth, love must have faith. Faith means that we believe even if we do not have any evidence whatsoever of our belief. The deadly enemy of love is lack of trust and faith. Lastly, love must have courage. In many ways, it is the most important of them all because we have to reach out to others. But how often do we not reach out because we are insecure and because we are afraid of rejection? Remember, we are not alone. Jesus has promised to send us the Paraclete, Holy Spirit, to be with us, to guide us. Loving is what life is all about, but it takes discipline and patience. It has to be reasonable. It needs faith and trust, humility and courage in order to make it concrete and possible. My dear brothers and sisters, to remain in love with God every day, especially in this time of pandemic, we must remind ourselves that our most important appointment for the day is our appointment with God, and that our most important agenda is to love. And remember, we are not in this thing alone. The Holy Spirit is there with us.